about the eye area. Now, the eye area is a really prominent area of the face when it comes to facial aging, and also a really important area that people want to focus on. Now, I see lots of people come into the clinic and they think that they look older or more tired because their eye area is showing signs of aging much more rapidly than the rest of the face. Things like dark circles, hollowing in the tear trough, prominent eye bags, thinner, crepey looking skin, fine lines and wrinkles. Now, the reason for this is because the skin in the eye area is so much thinner than the rest of the face. There are less sebaceous glands in that area, so the skin is not producing its own oil and therefore can dry out much more quickly. And when we look at the process of facial aging, the changes that we see in the bony structure, particularly around the orbit, so the eye area, which is what we're talking about, and also the ligaments and the fat pads in that area, what happens is that we tend to see either a prominent ligament that appears over time, or more prominent fat pads, or herniation of the fat pad to make a prominent eye bag, or hollowing in that area. So this is an area that people really want to focus on, and I'm going to tell you my 3 top treatments that I think can really rejuvenate the eye area. Now, they all have fairly specific roles, and you can use them individually depending on your concern, or you can combine them to really have a total rejuvenation of the eye area in general. So the first thing is injectables, anti-wrinkle injections. Now, crow's feet wrinkles, or the wrinkles around, we call them the lateral canthal lines. These are prominent lines in that area that come from smiling, animating, and the muscle around the eye called the orbicularis oculi, which is what is contracting and creasing the skin in that area. Now, if we use anti-wrinkle injections in that area, we use a tiny needle and we inject in very specific points around into that muscle so we can relax it, and it stops the skin from creasing, smooths the skin and stops the wrinkles from forming. Now, the other option for injectable treatments in that area, which is something that I particularly like, is platelet-rich plasma, or PRP. Now, you may have heard about this. It's where we take a blood sample from you, we spin that sample in a centrifuge, and then we take the platelet-rich plasma that contains all of your growth factors, and we introduce it back into the skin with a series of injections into that area. Now, those growth factors, they get into the skin, they stimulate collagen production, and really the end result after a series of treatments and over time is thickening of the skin looks more plump, it looks more hydrated, and it looks smoother. So injectables are a good option for that area if you want to focus on smoothing the skin and treating fine lines and wrinkles. The second modality that we can use in the eye area to rejuvenate it is a laser treatment. Now, there are so many types of lasers, and they really do treat a multitude of things. So I'll give you a brief overview of the types of lasers that you could use in the eye area. Now, first of all, you could use something that is specifically a vascular laser to target things like prominent vessels in the area. If you have thinner skin and you can really see a prominent blood vessel or a vein under the surface of the skin, a vascular laser can target that and can really help to reduce the appearance of that. Now, if vessels are contributing to dark circles under the eye area, then a vascular laser could also be used to improve dark circles. Now, the other type of laser that you can really use in the eye area is a resurfacing laser. So something like a CO2 resurfacing laser. What that does is it resurfaces the skin, which means it's improving fine lines and wrinkles. It can smooth the surface of the skin, so thinner, crepey looking skin around the eye area can be treated in this way. And it can really help to totally rejuvenate the eye area and kind of firm and tighten the skin. Now, finally, the last modality that I personally also really love for the eye area is something like radiofrequency microneedling. Now, the combination of microneedling and radiofrequency for the eye area really allows us to target that radiofrequency energy into the layers of the skin which require firming and tightening. It's a very customizable treatment, and that delivery of radiofrequency, which converts into heat, is what is stimulating collagen building and remodeling. And you can also stimulate the layer in the skin that is really responsible for firming and tightening. So the treatment itself is a great modality to target the upper eyelids. I've had quite a lot of success with using this modality to firm and tighten excessive skin in the upper eyelid. and also to firm and tighten skin in the eye bag area. So if you have prominent eye bags, festoons, if the skin there is looking loose, it's looking crepey, radiofrequency microneedling could be a really good option for you. Now I want you guys to bear in mind that these are all non-surgical options. They are not going to give the results of surgery in the eye area, and I'd always recommend that you have a personalized consult with an expert who can actually look at your particular situation and let you know the options that are going to be the most beneficial for you, and really to target the concerns that are most specific to your eye area. Okay, that's it from me. I hope that you found that helpful, and if anything, just to understand what options are available to you, the areas that you really want to focus on. And like I said at the beginning, if you have any questions, let me know in the comments. But that is all for this video. And I'm gonna actually go back now and have an LED. So I will see you guys in the next